It's your girl back live again. Yes, I am. So, what's up, everybody? It's your girl back. And tonight, honey, we're diving into Sister Season 9, Episode 15. So, the episode kicks off with Karen coming home, probably thinking she's about to have a peaceful night to herself, maybe pour a glass of wine, unwind from a long day. But nope, surprise. Her mama's sitting right there in the living room. Well, her mama comes over. Hey, sis. Her mama comes over to talk about the big decision she had that her and Aaron had made, that they were talking about moving out of Atlanta. Don't know where yet. Don't know. But Maurice, he's funny on the show, goes into Sabrina's office and starts talking about Danny's cousin. What Sabrina gonna do? Should she leave him? Should she stay? What's going on with that? I don't know. I can't answer that. Now what's going on? Yeah, you got everybody talking about moving and still ain't moved. I don't know what the hell going on. Yeah, you got everybody talking about moving and still ain't moved. I don't know what the hell going on. Mm-hmm. But back to this episode right here. They need to figure out what they gonna do and just do it. Enough is enough. Yeah, you right. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. That's crazy work. Then we get Andy mom who pops up at her job. I didn't like that part. Now as the conversation goes on, it got heated. Andy tries to change the subject, but her mom isn't letting go. She brings up how Danny been pushing people away, her friends, her family, and says she's tired of hearing about the same cycle with these men in Andy's life. Andy finally snaps. She's like, Mama, you don't know what I'm dealing with. You don't understand the pressure I'm under. And her mama fires back with, you think you're the only one who had pressure? I raised you through mine. And baby, that line hit like a ton of bricks. Andy's reaction made sense. She's been carrying so much. She's the strong friend. That's a lie. She's not the strong friend. She may be the successful one, but also the one who doesn't let herself break down. And in this this scene forced her to face that vulnerability. You can tell her mama wasn't there to tear her down. She was there to pull her back to reality. Now let's talk about Karen and Aaron, who's trying to plan their future. Okay, let's jump over to Karen and Aaron because things are finally looking calm for once. Karen and Aaron are sitting down having a heart-to-heart conversation about their future. And y'all, I don't know if it's just me, but it's so refreshing to see Karen not crying or yelling for once. The audacity the mama thinks she have, yeah, she got a lot of audacity. I get where the mom is coming from, but her daughter is grown. Yeah, she real grown. Her daughter is real grown. Karen not crying, that's the first. Yes, the first. We always see that little girl crying some damn well. That's the first to see her not crying. She was smiling. She's thinking ahead. They're talking about where they see themselves, maybe moving forward with their relationship, possibly settling down, maybe even talking about family. Aaron's trying to make sure she feels safe, secure, and loved. It's about time Karen starting to let Aaron come through, be by her side, open up to him. It's about time. And for a second, I thought, wow, Karen might actually be healing. And I think she is on her healing journey. She's working through this. She needs to move like she said she was going to do. Now, sis, you got to take this step by step. And that's what Karen is trying to do. She's taking it step by step. I don't think the time is overdue. It's not long overdue. You don't want her to just jump out there with no job, nothing figured out, no apartment, nothing, and you just want her to just jump herself out there like that. That's wrong. I wouldn't suggest nobody do no shit like that. Not even myself. And after everything she done been through with that, It's hard for her to fully trust happiness again. That's hard. But then you gotta realize she did it to herself. She threw earrings, grandfather's stuff on the side of the road and thought nothing about it. She thought when shit gonna happen to her. That's a lie. I don't know who told her that. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. I was referring to her trying to heal. Yeah, her trying to heal has been long damn overdue, baby. Long overdue. I can't take no more of this shit. I can tell you've been watching some of the show. That is so good. Let's talk about Sabrina's hesitation. She's out with a friend, and they're discussing this new guy who's been trying to get her attention. She admits she's scared to open up again after everything that happened before. Sabrina's been through a lot. Bad relationships, betrayal, and disappointment. So now even when a good guy shows up, she's second guessing herself. Yes, you are what, sis? And her friends tell her, girl, you can't keep pushing new people for old mistakes. And that line, yes, that was the truth. You can see it in Sabrina's eyes. She wanted to move on, but she's terrified of being hurt again. I think a lot of people can relate to Sabrina. When your heart's been broken, it's just not about trusting someone else. It's about trusting yourself again. And Sabrina out here trying to be the hoe that she is. It's very crazy. Now we all know Sabrina has always been the sweet one, the soft spoken woman, level headed friend who plays peacemaker. Who wants to get hurt again? Don't nobody want to get hurt again. I don't blame her either. But when Sabrina says, I'm tired of playing safe, I want a little spice in my life. Can somebody tell me what does that mean? That line right there hit me so hard. When she said, I'm tired of playing safe, I want a little spice in my life. And then boom, enters Danny's cousin Rock. Now when I saw that connection happening, I said, ooh, Sabrina girl, ooh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because not only is he fine, but that man comes with a whole lot of family ties. You know Danny don't play by her people. At first I thought maybe Sabrina was just being nice, friendly, like she always is, a little innocent flirtation. But no, she's clearly curious, and honestly, she's in her I'm figuring me out again era. She's not trying to be tied down, not trying to play it too safe. She's testing the waters, and maybe a little too freely. But that's where the drama lies. First, it was old man she met at the bar who comes back to her house. Experian is your big financial friend. Tried to have sex and it didn't work. Couldn't get his thingy hard. I'm like, bro, what do you got going on? You trying to be like Danny and let every man come in and just plump, 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 and go on about their business. The only one that was good to Danny was Preston, because he cooked when she came home. He made sure she had everything she needed, paid all the bills up for a year, and now Danny has Mr. Tony sitting on her fucking couch. Like, can we be honest here? She need to put his ass out. But we all know she ain't finna put his ass out. He ain't going no damn well. Trust and believe me, baby. The way she be moving, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Trust and believe me. Yes, Sabrina need to be extra fucking careful. When I say extra careful, I mean extra careful. In control, just like the seasons. You're taking the time from me, but no, I don't believe it. This ain't how I thought things would go. Maybe we should leave and go back. I'm not judging Sabrina, but sis may be doing a little too much for me. And when I say she doing a little too much, she out here entertaining multiple dudes at once. She gave old man a chance first. Now she's on to Rock. So you don't move from old man to Rock within 2 episodes back to back like that. Some fishy. And she got that energy like she trying to prove something. What you trying to prove? Maybe it's the heartbreak talking. I don't think so. Maybe it's the rebound effect. Maybe. But when you start mixing your friend group with family, that's a recipe for disaster and trouble. And if things go left with Rock, and you know on the show they always do this shit, that's not just a breakup. That's family drama waiting to explode. Danny gonna be like, girl, what did you do? And it's gonna be a whole mess. See, that kind of deter me in kind of a wrong direction. I get Sabrina is looking for love, but what happened to her and the money about creating this baby? I thought she wanted to be a mother, but now you let Maurice into your life. He's come in, dressed you for the occasion, and you go out here and you meet some crazy ass, random ass dudes. And then you take them back to your house and let them hit. What type of shit is that? Now we moving on to Danny. Poor Danny. Poor Danny. Poor Danny. Danny's doing too much. Tell me why is Tony still sitting on her fucking couch with no job? None. None. Yeah, Danny doing way too much and playing a dangerous game. Yes, she is. Doing way too damn much. Doing too much. Tony should be ashamed of himself, of herself, let go and get a job. He should have been did that. He should have been thought about that long time ago. My bad, y'all. We gonna talk about Danny for a minute. Baby, she is going through it. Danny done had her hours cut at work, which means less money coming in, more stress, and she's already struggling to keep things together. And while she's trying to figure out how to budget and keep her peace, who's still laid up on her couch? Tony. But I like last episode 15, when Danny, when she walked in from work and seen Tony on her couch, she pulled that envelope out of her purse, set it on the table, and walked out the house. I like that for her, because that shows if I leave money lingering around and you ain't gonna touch it, maybe you is a good man. But I believe he gonna touch every penny of that money and it's gonna be all gone. And then she gonna have to put his ass out the house. She ain't gonna have no choice but to put his ass out. She ain't gonna have no choice but to put his little ass out. Cause he doing too much. Doing way too damn much. He ain't got no job. Still ain't contributing to shit. And he's talking about moving in like it's permanent. And even bringing his kids to stay there too. That's diabolical. Yeah, Tawana, you is right. She should have been put his ass out. For real, he ain't helping her. He need to get the fuck on. And that's true. He do need to get the fuck on. All he do is sit there and play video games all day. Ain't nobody got time for that shit, nigga. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not me. I know I ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. He too grown to be playing video games all day. Like, go and get a job. Like, nigga, you grown. Find something else to do with your life. If she can work, you. My bad. Yeah, he definitely needs a damn job. He doing too damn much. That's crazy. Tawana, I sent you the link to join. I think it's the link to join. I don't know what that link is. That's crazy. Yeah, you definitely need to go get a damn job. Who all in here with me still? Now this is what got me. Now hold up, wait a minute. I said, Tony, sir, you don't even have your own place. How you talking about moving your whole family into Danny's apartment when she just had her hours cut? You gotta make that make sense. And Danny said something that was so smart. I got this little ass apartment, and you mean to tell me that you talking about moving your kids into my spot? Where's your spot? And we gonna break this down. Danny got a good heart. We all know that. She'll give. She'll help. She'll take care of people. But there's a difference between helping somebody and being used by somebody. And Tony done got real comfortable. A little too comfortable. Laying up on her couch like it's his. And now he's talking about bringing his kids into that space. Boy, you better call your landlord. Oh, wait, you don't have one. And he trying to play house in a home he don't even pay rent for. Let's make that make sense. And it's worse. Danny's the one taking all the hits. Her job is cutting her hours. Her bills are piling up. And she's got this man eating her snacks, running her Wi-Fi, and talking about we a family now. Sir, where's your contribution? Have y'all ever noticed how some people always find a soft spot to land? Like the minute life gets rough for them, they always got somebody, usually somebody kind-hearted, to lean on. Nah, he need to go. He just using her so bad. Yeah, he been doing it. He been doing that real good lately. That's crazy work to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, Tawana, go tap the link on Instagram and see if it will let you join my live. I got a question to ask. Do you think Danny should give Tony another chance, or should she pack his bags and send him on his way? And I say the same shit. She need to move on. Oh, it won't let you join the live? That's crazy. That is crazy. I'll probably have to start a whole nother live for you to join. If you want to join the live, someone to let me know. I'll start another live. I can't wait till she kick his ass out too. She should have been kicked his ass out. Because to me, if your hours get cut and the person you're with ain't offering the help, that's a red flag waving at 4K. And I want to know down in the comments, are y'all on Team Danny's big heart, or are y'all on Team Tony needs to go? Which one is it? Danny's big heart or Team Tony needs to go? Because one thing's for sure, Danny and the bold police officer. That police officer so damn bold, Danny can't catch a break. Or maybe she just attract the bold ones. I'm like you, sis. Tony needs to go. So picture this. Danny minding her own business and this fine police officer steps up to her. You can tell he's got confidence, not cocky. Just smooth with it. He starts talking, they vibing a little bit. And then out of nowhere, he hits her with, "So, can I get your number?" And Danny being loyal and trying to keep it cute goes, "I have a man." But y'all, this man didn't even flinch. He looked her dead in the face and says, "I'm not worried about that." I said, hold up, wait a minute, the audacity? Now listen, I know the chemistry when I see it. And Danny was definitely caught off guard. Way off guard. Boy, did you really just say that, but at the same time, she kind of didn't like the attention. And that's when the officer was putting, I forgot that little white boy name. Leonard. He was in handcuffs. I don't know what he did, but he was in handcuffs. And that shit was funny. And that moment said a lot where Danny's head is. She got Tony laid up on her couch, but deep down she knows that situation ain't right. So when a man comes along, confident, clean, and employed, emphasis on employed, okay? She's tempted. She ain't worrying about that. Like, girl, men out here see your value, but are you seeing it yourself? When the officer says, I'm not worried about that, what he really mean was, if you're taken, fine. But I see you, and I'm not afraid of competition. He wanted to take her to dinner and everything. But Danny was being loyal. I got a question. Do y'all think that was just harmless confidence? And I said that backwards. I'm sorry. Alright, fam, tell me this. Was the police officer out of line for shooting his shot even after Danny said she had a man? Or do you think that was just harmless confidence? I want to know your thoughts. Okay. Tell me this. Was the police officer out of line for shooting his shot even after Danny said she had a man? Or do y'all think that was just harmless confidence? And I know it makes no sense. Cause you walked out the door. But it's the only way I hear your voice and more. Tawana, why you stop typing? You got my question, sis? Or you need me to repeat it? Yeah, I would say confidence too. And let's talk realistic here. If you were in Danny's shoes, would you stick with Tony or test the waters with Officer Bo and employed? I'ma say it again. If you were in Danny's shoes, would you stick with Tony or test the waters with Officer Bold and employed? He know what he want and he's going for it. Yeah, he does. I would have done the same shit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got something that I need to discuss for next week. I seen the clips for next week. Tony have no ambition or nothing. Nah, he ain't got nothing. He just a bomb sitting on somebody's goddamn couch. Who the fuck sit on somebody's couch? Now, on next week's episode, I want to know why is Gary popping up at Hayden House? Because when I saw that preview for next week, I literally said out loud, now, what in the messy male energy is this? Gary's popping up at Hayden's house. Nah, something's up. Because we all know when Gary pops up anywhere uninvited, drama follows. Gary's been way too quiet lately. After that shooting, after his wife got shot in the head, Jasmine, that was it. He been quiet. And you know that type of quiet is suspicious. Every time he disappears, he's scheming. Now he's showing up at Hayden's house. So what are you up to? And Gary and Hayden both got that sneaky ass energy. They love plotting behind the scenes. Especially when it come to Andy and her friends. Gary gets when he can't stand the fact that Andy moved on and is doing fine without him. So him pulling up there probably means one or two things. Either he and Hayden are about to team up again, trying to get some info or control over Andy's situation. You know how Gary gets when he can't stand the fact that Andy moved on and is doing fine without him. Or Gary caught Hayden doing something slick on his own, and now he's there to confront him. But let's be real, I doubt that. Gary thrives off manipulation, not confrontation. And I think Hayden wants to dig up info on Andy or either Robin. Something messy in their legal or business space. But I heard Gary is finna start working with Karen on something. Just so he can get in on the cahoots. But whatever that shit is, that shit finna get real messy. That shit finna get real messy. So tell me, y'all, what do you think Gary's doing at Hayden's house? Is he there to plot against Andy again? Or is he there confronting Hayden? Or is Tyler Perry about to throw us a curveball we didn't see coming? But either way, next week's episode looks like it's about to be spicy. And I know it is. Because we still got Gary and Hayden sneaky link up. You got Tony laid up on Danny's couch. And Sabrina juggling her decisions. We don't even know what the hell finna happen. So, something something ain't been right with that boy since. Karen's big news and the girls' big mess. All right. Karen said she was inviting the girls to the bar. I thought it was going to be a little cute sister moment, candles, snacks, and emotional support. But this turned into a whole situation. Karen drops her big news, and Danny and Andy, they took it somewhere else. So the girls pull up to the bar slash restaurant, and you can already feel tension in there. And you know how it is when somebody else has been through their own mess and they're trying to play it cool, but the energy is off. She sits them down and goes, "Y'all, I've made a decision. I'm moving out of Atlanta." And the room just goes silent like nobody's breathing. You can see Danny's jaw drop. Andy trying to stay composed. But that news hit her like a slap. Sabrina's giving that supportive friend smile, but she's low-key in shock too. Now you already know Danny was the first one to speak up. We know. Loud and unfiltered as always. She's like, "Girl, what you mean you moving? You just gonna up and leave us like that?" Karen's like, "I need peace. I'm tired of the drama, the men, the stress. I just need a fresh start." And honestly, I felt it. That's why I moved out of Atlanta my damn self. It wasn't the men. I was stressed. School. I wanted a fresh start and I needed some peace. And honestly, I felt it. Karen has been through it. Zach drama, baby drama, business stress. She's at that point where she's like, if I don't choose me now, I never will. But then here comes Andy, big mouth ass Andy, trying to be the voice of reason, but it came off a little too lawyer like. You know what I mean. She's like, Karen's running away doesn't solve your problems. And Danny looks, see, that's your problem, Andy. You always think you know what's best. And that whole vibe shifted. Now it's Danny versus Andy at the bar, at the bar slash restaurant. And then they go back and forth. Danny calling Andy out for being judgmental. Andy telling Danny she doesn't take anything seriously. And Karen's just standing there like, see, this is exactly why I'm leaving. It got heated. Danny's voice raised. Andy's rolling her eyes. And Sabrina over there trying to play peacemaker like, ladies, please. But I think the real reason this moment hit so hard is because they're all at breaking points. Danny's frustrated with her life and a situation with Tony. Danny's juggling Gary popping back up and Robin's drama. And now Karen saying she's done. She's checking out completely. I understand why she says she's checking out completely. She's had it. She's fed up with them. And the only one she can probably trust right now is Fatima to come get her out of some mess. So that argument, was it really about Karen moving? It was about all the emotions they've been holding in, finally bubbling over. Boiling over, bubbling over, same thing. After all that yelling, it gets quiet. Everybody sits down and breathes. Karen's like, I love y'all, but I can't keep living like this. I need space to find myself again. And that line hit me so hard. Danny's eyes tear up a little. But despite the drama, they still love each other. And I'm glad that she's finally putting herself first. Even though the girls don't like it, they still have to respect it. Karen's evolving. She's realizing peace is more vulnerable than proximity. Andy's controlling side is showing again. I don't think she means well. And she doesn't like to let people do shit on their own. Danny's lashing out because she feel abandoned. She's already dealing with her own mess at home. I have a question, y'all. Do you think Karen's making the right move by leaving Atlanta? Or should she have stayed and worked things out with the girls? Let me know. Karen needs to get away from everyone seriously. Yeah, she does. She needs a fresh start, which is her, Aaron, and Faith. She'll be okay. She will be perfectly fine. And were y'all team Andy or team Danny in that argument? Because both of them were making points, but the tone, it got spicy. And I'm ready for next week's episode to try to figure out why Gary pops up at Hayden's house and what's finna happen. I need some answers. I need a whole lot of answers. I need answers. And what I think I'm going to do is, I've been on here for an hour. So what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to get off. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.